I'm just.
And we're live!
Oh.
Hello.
Woo!
How's it going?
All good.
All good.
Just arrived in the house.
Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Episode
What now
3.
we can do?
Episode 3, The Return of the Jedi. No, episode 3 is... What is episode 3? Star Wars.
It's
Sith,
Revenge
the Sith Lord,
of the Sith.
The
Revenge
Sith
of the
Lord...
Sith.
The Sith Lord takes hold. No, it's not that. Sorry, I'm just making them up. That's... I do that with Star Wars titles sometimes. You can just make them up, can't you?
So you think A Sith Lord Takes Hold would have been a better name than Revenge of the Sith?
No. I'm just... You know... I used to have like... It was really weird. I had like a book years ago. There was like a whole bunch of books they released, like written by someone else. And it was like based 5 years later after Jedi and things like that. And it's a whole different story. Like Leia and Han Solo have got twins. And yes, it's called like Fall to the Empire or something like that. There was just a whole bunch of Star Wars books that someone just kind of wrote.
Isn't it called Shadows of the Empire?
I don't know, but there's lots of different stories. There's lots of different versions of it. You know, like the films are just someone's take on it. It's not Lucas's vision. You know, but
Neither is the new trilogy. So,
mate, yeah, the new trilogy has nothing. I think Lucas is like whatever. But anyway, whatever. We're not here to talk about Star Wars. Well, we are.
I don't like Star Wars.
You don't like Star Wars? Do you prefer
Oh,
Star Trek?
Alex.
Never got into it.
Yeah.
Nah, I went to the cinema
I'm more of an
once to watch
I'm more of an Indiana Jones.
Oh no, I am. I am Indiana Jones through and through. Temple of Doom is just it for me, quite frankly. But
I used to identify with the Chinese kid in Temple of Doom.
who's also in the
It was
Goonies,
short,
which
yeah, short round. Yeah.
Short round, yeah.
Ki Kwan, his name was. There you go.
He's probably Korean, not even Chinese.
I don't know actually. Yeah, I'm not sure where he's from, but it was Ki Hu Kwan, and then and they named him Jonathan in the film, just
Nice.
to say, just give him an English name.
It's a bit like my mum. Although to be fair, my mum's.
Well, your mum's called Your mum's called Jonathan.
Well, no. I mean, she might
No.
be. I don't know what she does in her private life, but
Yeah.
no. Yeah, her name was Sukmoy, and they just said you can't be called that. We'll call you Alice. And there you have it. Probably for the best, to be fair.
Yeah.
So my mum's the Birgitta, but I think that's Swedish for Bridget. But
I thought
Wow.
you said Big Eater. I was like, that's a strong name.
it's weird because I mean my name, if I was going to try like do my name as it would be in English, it would be Jon. But
Jonathan.
twat.
I'm not a twat. Yeah. It's like, yeah, that's fine. You know, it's all right.
Yeah.
But
So-
yeah.
It's been a great week, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Planet,
Oh yeah.
Planet Rock, loving it.
Yeah, it's back on again. It's like, you know, can't complain really.
Take a
can
look
you?
at this. Take a look at this. Bloody absolutely getting some love from Mr. Wyatt Wendell. So thank you for that, Wyatt. Yeah,
Absolutely.
he was repping
Wyatt-
us. Repping us as well.
Yeah,
make sure you listen to the show. Go to planetrock.co.uk and you can listen to the new rock show.
I think
So-
I think he's just gotten pissed off with us. I think he's just tired of us sending music. He's like, right, that's it.
Play it all
Like,
the
you know,
time.
we're just gonna stick it on now. I've had enough of you guys.
It's perseverance. It's perseverance. Like a lot of
Perseverance is
people
key.
say, "Oh, I can never get on." Just carry on sending over and over and over again. It's a war of
Every
attrition.
day.
Do you know what we are? We are the Andy Dufresne of rock bands. We just keep posting that letter. And then they send
Yeah.
books to us. It's all good.
You make it sound like getting your song played on the radio is basically like waging a points of view campaign in the 90s.
No, Andy Dufresne from Shawshank when he sends a letter of
Yeah.
so he can get
Who are you
the
thinking?
funding to build his
Yeah,
library in Shawshank.
And
Eventually.
eventually it happens.
And then eventually
So-
it's out.
Yeah.
That
I
is a
think
great
maybe
movie.
that's
That's a great
that's the way forward. I think that maybe that's the way to do it. You know what I mean? It's like, you know.
I could go to prison though. Awful place.
What would
Yeah.
you go to prison for, though, Alex?
I
That's
don't
a
know.
good question.
Number of things, but that's not for today. That's for next week. So yeah.
What would you go? That's a maybe that should be like, you know.
Yeah. What would you go? What would you go to
like,
prison
yeah.
for?
What would you go to prison for?
An hour.
What?
An hour.
What?
An hour?
Just go for an hour.
To visit.
Yeah. I wouldn't go visit. Awful. It's in Armley. Horrible.
Cybercrime. Cybercrime.
Cybercrime.
Yeah, I can see Rod being cybercrime. I couldn't do cybercrime because I'm so rubbish on so like internets and.
I think it would be
stuff,
some sort of cryptocurrency fraud with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Why is it Bitcoin 500,000? The rest is 20,000. Weird.
Science.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really robbery, is it? It's just like I've just borrowed some numbers.
That's a good math.
It's just good maths, yeah.
Drew,
That's
what
the
would
way
you
you
go to
want
prison for?
I don't know actually.
Crimes against humanity?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to go for something, that seems like the most grandiose.
Treason.
Yeah.
Is that not punishable by death still?
I think so. Apparently it is. Yeah, it's the only one that is punishable by death. Yeah. By hanging.
In the UK.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. Treason. I don't think many people get done for treason nowadays. It's not really up there with like other things. You know, it's not really top priority, is it?
You don't see it on the news that often, do you?
No. If I chucked an egg at the Queen or something, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think that's treason. I don't think that's treason. Anyway.
If it's, if it's cooked.
So, obviously, a few people are going to be watching the England-Sweden game. The Lionesses are playing at the moment, and it's still 0-0. So, who says you can't enjoy See You Next Tuesday with Just a Ride and stay up to date with the European Championships?
That's good.
Exactly.
Is it semi-finals? What are we in?
It's the semis. It's the semis.
Semis. Yeah.
So, it's easy to point out for me that this is a win-win situation for our bass player, Jan.
Welcome, Jan.
Hey,
When John's not in the band anymore, we now have Jan.
Jan. So yeah. John's actually half English, half Swedish. So
which is bonkers.
Either way, he's a winner. Who do you want to win,
That's actually
John?
a triple win for me because I'm English. Well, it's a triple win for me because I'm English and Swedish, and I don't watch football, so it's it's great. It's really good.
You can't wait to see who wins.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Couldn't give the tiniest shit, could you?
Have you been following it?
Not one bit, I'm say.
Have I been following it? On and off. I saw England beat Norway 8-0. That's when I tuned out a little bit. I was kind of like, we're just pummeling these. I was going to say these guys, but they're not. These ladies. We were just battering them, and I actually felt really sorry for them because they had no.
Can't
chance.
say that.
What, battering ladies? It's a bit Yorkshire Ripper, isn't it?
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Spicy that one. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on the score so you can have the best of both worlds. Yeah. So shall we go? Just go and let's talk about our band of the week.
Let's talk about band of the week.
It's a bit of a curveball. Because we've kind of stumbled across these guys. Do you want to tell the story, Drew?
Yeah. So this is the band of the week. So yeah, this was my shout, wasn't it? So it was a band that we are talking about. Yeah, we're
talking about Super Heaven.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's the one. Sorry. So I discovered this band while I was teaching, and this kid that I'm sort of teaching, he was like, and he was just listening to it, and I was like, "Who's this?" This is in lesson. And he goes, "Oh, it's a band called Super Heaven." So I checked them out. I was like, "This is incredible," and it just totally like hit. Like it's like it literally sounds like grungier Silverchair, but like I don't know, but just a bit more grungier maybe. I don't know, like, but they've just sort of hit all the tick lists for what you think a grunge band would sound like. You know, they've only released a couple of records and they haven't released anything they've taken a hiatus apparently. Actually, but they did a gig in Manchester not long ago. It was like some big festival. I was like, oh, cool, wicked. So they're a trio and they're fantastic. They've done 2 albums. One's called Jar, ironically, and the other one's called I can't remember now what the other one's called, but it's got one of my favourite tracks in it. But we're not playing it because they haven't got a video for it. But this particular track is from the Jar album, and it's incredible. It's like, you know, what do you think, Rod? What do you think it's? What do you
Yeah,
like?
I like it. They've got. It is grungy, but it's a bit more kind of like an expansive grunge. It's kind of like on the edge between the kind of like grunge and then that whole kind of post-grunge kind of thing that happened afterwards. It's definitely got this, like I said, that just massively expansive sort of sound, and the vocals are just kind of hovering on top of things. The vocals are probably like deliberately like the least dominant part of all the music coming together, but it just works really,
I like
really well.
it. I love the sound of it. I love the sound of this record.
Yeah, I do like that.
Sonically,
I love that
I
sound.
really like it. I was kind of like, wow, like we would sound good produced by whoever did this. Do you know what I mean? Like it was
Wasn't
pretty...
Chris Sheldon, was it?
No, it wasn't Chris Sheldon. No.
I just want to
Could have
say,
been.
actually,
I don't know. I need to look into.
they've got the grunge look. They've definitely got the grunge look down. There is a lot of flannel, and that is
It's all about the
an
flannel.
essential. All about the flannel.
I did a gig last night, and Matt had a flannel on. It was like good flannel, like your flannel, mate. Yeah.
Actually, that would have
I've got
been
a couple of flannels.
pretty toasty. That flannel in July.
Yeah, it wasn't like flannel. It was like the look of flannel. You know, it was like
The look of flannel.
the tart. It's almost tartan, isn't it? But it's not. You know, it's
I can imagine Mel Gibson charging at some English people in his flannel, in a
it's flannel.
modern retelling of Braveheart.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, with that wonderful, I don't know what that is, but let's go and listen to some Super Heaven. So, this is, what was the name of the song?
Oh, I keep
Life in a
thinking of
Jar.
the other one, Room, but it's not Room, is it?
No.
So Life in a Jar.
Thank you.
Life in a Jar from the album Jar. This is Super Heaven. And it's coming on now.
you know I care. Is to say your name.
That's the show.
Oh, and we're back.
Hey,
Hey.
So, what's happening on Saturday, boys?
Push
Well, I'm going to
play.
go and do a gig. I don't know about you guys, but I'm
Oh,
off
yeah?
to do a gig. Yeah.
You have to do a gig.
just some drumming. Get pissed. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, afterwards, yeah.
Yeah, wham bam,
Okay.
thank you, man. So yeah, just
Yeah.
push play. Anyone who was listening or watching, probably watching more than listening last week, would have seen our interview with Lee, who's in the chat. We
Hey,
can't
Lee.
wait for just push play. It's going to be epic. It's a perfect day. We're on at 2 o'clock, so we can get there, play for 45 minutes, and then get pissed. Boom! That's rock and
Start
roll.
at 2:45.
Yep, the day
Beautiful.
starts.
Literally, as you walk off stage.
Oh yeah.
No, won't do that. No, it's fine. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the stage. I'm looking forward to meeting all the other bands. I'm looking forward to should be good.
That's gonna be awesome.
I'm looking forward to definitely seeing Empire and things like that. That should be good.
I'm looking forward to the big stage. I'm
I'm
like
looking
running
forward
around
to-
the big stage, you know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that bit where it's like, this is how our music should be presented on the
Yeah.
big stage. Because
Yeah.
we tend to write songs like that. So, well, I mean, it's most bands do. You know what I mean? You want to write them so they're big for, you write arena rock. But it's yeah, it'll be nice to
Don't-
hear it on a big stage.
Don't you find it strange when it goes the other way? Like you're a band like the White Stripes, and you're really writing that kind of like dingy garage rock, and then you end up playing like a stadium.
Mate, Ed Sheeran, don't talk to me about that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is a great example of that. A busker standing at Wembley
Yeah.
Stadium.
Everywhere he goes.
It's like,
Just
where's
everyone
where's the entertainment in that?
If
Yeah.
the gig was free,
Yeah.
right? If Ed Sheeran's Wembley gig was free, and all he did was put a massive hat in front of the stage, and people lobbed money in, do you think he'd make more money than selling tickets?
Well, how many? No.
I love how you
9,000.
thought about that.
No. 'Cause
9,000
people at the
3
back,
days.
people
You
at the
got-
back would be like,
You-
no.
Yeah.
I
Tough
think
one.
you'd be in danger of being, like brained by flying coins.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably just health and safety that stops that from happening anyway. So we spoke in episode 1 about Alex's secret past as a child actor.
I still can't believe this happened.
Would you guys
Wow.
like to see the video? So Alex, do you want to tell us just a little bit about your experience with fame in the TV industry?
So it wasn't really fame. I got fame at a young age. Went to my head. Basically, I used to do tap dance and like jazz and all that sort of stuff for a company called Stage 84 in Bradford, and they people would go and do like extras and stuff for
Yeah.
soaps and all that sort of stuff. And I ended up getting a part basically because I was like, I don't even know how old I was. I think I was 6 or 7. I'm going to say 6 because it makes me feel better. And got asked to go on to Emmerdale and basically just eat food and be at a party in one of the scenes. And because I was a fat kid, I was the one who actually ate more food. And then, as you'll see in the video, something happened. So I think, Rod, you can show everybody
I
the clip
will.
and they can
So
make their mind up.
this.
I
All
think it's-
experience.
Here we go.
Is it?
This is Alex on Emmerdale.
Blakey, wakey, such roly poly.
Here he comes.
Like your waist, isn't it?
Go on, Bales.
He just kept it on the Zoom on the face.
Is Emmerdale still going?
Yeah. It's just Neighbours
it?
that's leaving, isn't it? Neighbours has stopped.
How
I used
can
to
you
love
stop
Neighbours.
Neighbours? It's like
I know. Kylie's come back, hasn't she? Kylie and
they all are, aren't
Simon.
they? Have they done the final episode yet?
I don't know. I need to really watch it, but
I think
used to
Donovan's
watch it.
going back. Donovan's coming back as well.
Donovan
There's a whole
is
bunch of
obviously,
them.
I was always more home and away though.
No, I was
Home and
always
Away for
Neighbours.
me. Well, it was
Neighbours in the
Neighbours.
'90s, mate, was like, yeah,
Yeah, but then Home
late
and Away
80s, early
came
90s.
back, and you just used to watch it now, and you're
After
like,
school,
I could live there.
yeah, come back after school, sit back, watch a bit of Neighbours.
I used to watch Home and
when
Away a
did
few
you,
years back, mate.
Alex? When did you slim down? Was that the drumming?
I'd like to say 16, 15.
I can't
Yeah,
believe
probably.
that. What year was that?
That was my friend would know, but I'm trying to think. I think I was about 6, maybe 6.
Big
I think
lad
that
for
was
6,
maybe,
I tell you.
that was probably the same year as when I drummed my dad's band when I was like 7.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, still I had a big head
Wow.
and still got big ears. Still got them now. So yeah, that was my acting career. Did a few did some other bits and pieces, but I don't have film quality content that I'm willing to share with Rod after seeing that edit. Oh, what I do for the band, eh?
I know. I'm proud of you, mate. I think that's incredible.
Well,
I mean,
it
you
makes me
are
laugh,
immortalised on film now.
It's pretty good.
I could use it. You could use it as a drum skin, couldn't you? Put on the front.
Oh, mate, that'd be
Big fat
brilliant.
head.
I hope we
Fantastic.
don't get. I hope we don't get a copyright strike because I use
Probably.
the Emmerdale theme tune.
We might do actually. I didn't really think about that. Emmerdale were like, "No, how dare you!"
That's the best scene.
We've been
We are-
racking
we-
our brains a little bit.
We are Emmerdale. Like, yeah, here we go. Like, you know.
We are. Is that like we
I used
are
to get,
Charlie
I,
Hebdo?
Emmerdale was like Coronation Street to me. It was like an ITV thing. I just sort of was Emmerdale
like-
on ITV.
So
I
like,
think so, yeah.
Emmerdale's like Yorkshire and like obviously.
Yeah, it's all a bit-
Manchester.
It's all
Yeah,
a bit
you know, the
springtime
red
on the
brick.
farm, isn't it? You know.
Yeah,
it's all a
yeah,
bit- yeah. I just missed all
Anyway,
that Emmerdale.
Terrible acting.
like we were talking earlier, obviously we've enjoyed doing our weekly poll. We have been
Oh, yeah.
scratching the bottom of the barrel to come up with a poll for this week. But in England, for those of you who aren't in England, we are getting done at the moment. Not by the sun like last week, and not the shit newspaper, the physical sun that heats us up and was literally cooking my computer equipment last week. But this week, we are getting done by rail strikes. John, what do you think of rail strikes?
Well, I don't take the train, so I'm a little bit selfish.
Just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, just don't get fucked, to be honest. So. Until I have to get the train for a job, and then I'll just moan about it all the time.
So I used to have to get,
Just
I used to have
just
to get
piss
the
off everyone
train.
else.
I used to get the train every day, and I used to hate when there were strikes. But because I don't need to get the train anymore, I actually enjoy them because it makes me vindicated in my decision to stop taking the train to work.
I do have an interesting bus replacement service story.
How
Go on,
interesting do you think it is on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, my delivery was going to probably put it down a few notches, but it's still quite interesting.
Shoot.
That's if you want to hear it. Okay.
Of course. Who doesn't
basically,
want to hear it?
I got a replacement bus service back from, I think it was from Croydon, and basically we got onto the bus, waiting for a bus driver to change shifts, and this drunk guy came onto the bus, and there was no one actually on the bus, and he actually went onto the driver's seat, and he was just like, yeah, I'm going to start. He was just going, yeah, I'll drive you, lads, I'll drive you, and we're all just laughing because you're not going to be able to start the bus. And he actually sat on the bus, and then suddenly you just hear that, and the doors close, and you just see these two or three guys from the bus people just open up the door and just drag this bloke off the bus. He was that close to almost getting the bus in motion. But yeah, it was quite funny.
And you were on the bus at the time.
Yeah.
To be like, interesting.
Nice.
I don't know if you guys can't see this, but as I was listening to that wonderful anecdote, John, I've noticed the sidebar of shame on LBC, and there are some really interesting headlines that just kind of tail off. So this
Okay.
one here, this one here, I'll just highlight this, which says, U.S. politician who voted no to gay marriage attends son's ... What do you think it is? Well, let's find out. Same-sex wedding, hypocrite. Yeah, so anyway, we talked about strikes because we were really, really struggling to work out what our poll of the week is. We explored the idea of favourite polls. Because the strike is just pissing everyone off, we thought, what is your favourite strike?
Here we go. It's coming.
Here we go. It's popping into the chat. So, is it Strike It Lucky, The Empire Strikes Back, or Lucky Strikes?
Here we go. It's going in.
Right, let's talk about it. Right, Strike It Lucky. Why is it the best game show on television, Drew?
Because Michael Barrymore presented it and he's awesome. That's why.
He gets a tough rap,
Look,
doesn't he?
Like, regardless of what happens, like, I used to like him when I was a kid. He was great.
Is he alive still?
He's entertaining. Yeah, he's still alive. Yeah, but he just had to
I mean, you
move
could
away.
argue his career is possibly dead.
But no, his actual like the show as a kid, like as a child of the 90s, all those type of game show comedians. I used to love that show. What was the other one he used to do? It was like Strike It Lucky and something else, but I used to like Strike It Lucky.
Did he do Blankety Blank?
He might have done. No, it's Les Dawson.
I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know. I mean, look, at the end of the day, there's all of that controversy that happened, but I just focus, always got to find the positives. Like, he had a swimming pool. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, exactly.
Empire
Anyway,
Strikes
moving
Back.
on.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Great film. My favourite one, actually.
Yeah.
Good film.
Well, it's really dark. It's really dark. And it doesn't really end well. It just ends. It just like no one really wins. Everyone's just like, oh no, he's my dad, and it's just. It's a bit sad, the ending.
The
it's
thing
not
that
like...
I think that's crazy about it, right, is it just ends like that. And like we all kind of grew up in a world where you just get the Return of the Jedi and you find out what happens. But you imagine having that end and then no movie for like 3 years.
No, it wasn't 3 years. It was like 2.
I think it was 3.
No, you might be right. I think Empire's 80.
Empire's 83. Empire
No,
was
Jedi's
80,
83.
Jedi's 83. So,
Yeah, because Han Solo had to go and become an archaeologist for a little bit. So,
yes.
Yeah.
I thought actually for a split second.
Second career,
Yeah. I thought for a split second that's what he was doing, but no, he was.
He did Raiders. He went into
I was
Raiders.
going to say Han Solo was actually frozen in liquid carbonite, so he couldn't really get up to
Yeah, he was for a bit. What is the actual? I wonder. What is the actual timeline though? The true timeline between Empire and Jedi. Is it like the next week, or is it like a few years later? Is it like a few months later? Is it?
I'm not sure.
Because he becomes a Jedi. He becomes full-blown Jedi, doesn't he? At that point, so.
Got a nice picture of Han Solo up now.
What do you think? Do you think it's like a few months later? Or I think it's only a few months. Like the actual true timeline of it.
That's quite interesting because you do actually think, when you have the gap of the film, there's some movies that play to that where you got 2 years later and then 2 years later the film comes out. It's always
Star Wars didn't. No.
I mean, if you get
What's the gap? What's the gap between the first Star Wars?
I'm looking it up.
What year is the first Star Wars? 76?
77.
Yeah, it's 3 years between each film, isn't it? Yeah.
77, right. Does it say, I'm on the Wikipedia, a year after Han Solo's capture, so there's a year. Whole year.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so a whole year's been frozen in carbonite.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's about right. Sounds about right, yeah.
Which is the one with the where he gets shot or he gets killed and that? I haven't went to watch it in the cinema. I can't remember what it was now.
Han Solo?
Yeah.
That's later on.
Killed?
That's in episode 7 where he gets impaled by his son's lightsaber. The Force Awakens.
Yeah. And then he falls off. I went to watch that.
Yeah.
God, I get confused. I haven't really watched many of them. I just talked all the way through it. I went with my mate and talked all the way through asking.
I bet he was well happy.
What's that part there?
Yeah.
Why is he there? But he was there last.
Everyone's just going, just please go home.
Yeah. My mate was like, please shut up.
Mate, Indiana Jones 5 though is happening. I'm
sure that's going to be just as good as Kingdom of the Crystal Skull or whatever.
Don't. Yeah. No, it's going to be better. I'm going to ignore
It does.
Kingdom of
It
the
does.
Crystal
I saw the trailer. It does look a little bit more kind of. They're trying to kind of update it a little bit. You know, embrace that he's getting older rather than. Because Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls, he just looked haggard. You just thought, why are you wearing the old Indiana Jones costume? It's just.
Yeah.
But it does kind of. It seems like he's kind of reinvented. He's kind of embraced his age in the new one.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's like he's literally 80. I think he's 80 now.
Is he?
No,
Yeah.
he can't be.
Can't be 80.
Of course.
Harrison Ford is 80 years old.
Yeah,
His
he is.
birthday
Wow.
a few
Jesus.
Yeah,
his
because
birthday
like,
on the 13th of July.
mate, he was like 41 when he did. He was 41 or 42 when he did Temple of Doom. That was 84.
40 years ago.
Jesus. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fire.
That is.
And then what about
nuts.
Lucky Strikes?
Oh yeah,
He was,
Lucky Strikes.
he was a bit older though. Sorry, go back to Harrison Ford. He was about 35 or 36 when he did the first Star Wars. You know, he wasn't like 20 years old when he got famous. Like he was a bit older.
He was a carpenter.
Anyway.
Jesus.
He was a
Lucky
carpenter before
Strikes.
then.
He was, yeah. Lucky Strikes, yeah. Good old Lucky Strikes. I haven't seen a packet of those for a long time. No.
Didn't they used to?
He
Who
did-
did they used to sponsor in F1?
Oh, Cars here. Actually.
Back in those days,
Yeah.
when you used to have
it
like
may have been
proper...
it might have been like a McLaren. I can't even see a picture here. But...
I thought that was Marlboro, wasn't it?
Yeah, Marlboro
Oh,
was
that
McLaren.
Marlboro. Yeah.
See,
it
when I was
yeah.
growing up, same with you guys, like McLaren was always white and red.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
thought
I
that
wish
was
we
the McLaren colours. And then my dad, like when it changed and they went silver, when I think it was like when Mick
Silver.
Hakkinen came
It was a
in.
Yeah,
packet
yeah.
of cigarettes. That's
And it
what
was
it
like,
is.
yeah, it's just a cigarette colour. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the cars are like that.
And
Yeah.
Marlboro Reds as well. Like, whoa.
Yeah, I
no.
know.
My mate
cigarettes.
actually has Lucky Strikes. He always gets lads to bring them back from like Spain or Tenerife.
Wow.
He likes them, but yeah, not that I know. I don't really smoke, so
No, I don't smoke. So, no. But it's
athletes, aren't
it's
we?
funny because you can't those cigarette packets. Like, I was trying to think what else. Like Williams Renault was Rotherham's, wasn't it? That was a blue one.
Rothmans.
Roth.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's looking now, actually.
I mean, you had like snooker was like the Benson Hedges Cup. You know, it was weird.
Cricket was Benson Hedges Cup as well.
Do you reckon like in 20 years' time, right, when like, I don't know,
Lambert and Butler.
when they've kind of like banned like gambling, and then we'll look back at all like football shirts with
Bet365
and all that stuff on it.
I know.
I can't look at a Man U top without it saying Sharp view cam on it anymore. Like,
I don't think they've said sharp on them for about 20 years. That's the
how
crazy
about
thing.
Liverpool? That was like Carlsberg for like ever,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
Carlsberg was iconic.
Arsenal's JVC for ages, wasn't it?
yeah.
JVC, like that's like you know Apro surround sound. You know what I mean? Like you know if you're gonna go for a brand, you know.
Just
like,
a little bit of an update
Albert.
on the score. It's 1-0 to England.
Wow, cool.
Hey, go on, guys.
Up the
Cool.
Lionesses. That
Absolutely.
sounded a bit sexist, didn't it?
I went
I meant
girls,
it in a
guys.
nice
I meant
way.
girls.
Anyway,
Yeah.
shall we have a musical interlude?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. Right. This is our track of the week. It's a band we are big fans of. They are kind of, I think, like the most exciting like British rock band at the moment that are kind of within our world. It is the one, the only Massive Wagons, and this is their new tune. Fuck the Haters!
Tattoos on your face. Ah, you're a basket case. Two thoughts you'll make mistakes. Just keep on striving. Push it down when it's getting too much. Start a riot, middle fingers up. Get 'em up and don't give a fuck. We do or dying. They're intergalactic scum. Don't suck it, it's thumb. Them
Revelations.
by Emmerdale.
Oh. Okay. Well, we're being recorded now, so let's just see. I wonder how long it will take for us to come back online.
Why? What's
I
actually
wonder.
happened? Is it because of the Emmerdale thing?
Might be.
I think it's more because of the Massive Wagons thing, possibly. Because it'll all just be automatic.
Well, I went to click on it on YouTube and I had to sign in because it could have had something on it that wasn't. I don't know. The other one opened straight away, but I had to sign in because of views or something like that. Interesting name for the haters.
Okay, right. Can we go live again? Oh, we're still live. We're still live. So...
Please do not swear.
Is it because you said...
Oh...
I wish it would
Okay.
tell you why.
Well, it does. It says your stream has been temporarily blocked because we detected copyrighted audio and video. So it will be because we played Massive Wagons.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
So possibly what we need to do is not play either not play well-known songs or play just our own songs, but that makes it a bit less interesting.
Yeah.
Is there any way if you contacted a band, would they be able to, you know, I don't know, is there
I
a
don't
mechanism
know.
of just...
Can people still hear us then? Obviously.
No, they can't hear us, but I don't know if we'll come back on. So I think what we should do, why don't we just carry on? Because then what I can do is, because I'm recording this, I can load this and edit out the song, and we'll just go from there.
What's next?
Error. Well, we were just going to talk about... Oh, wait. Hey, your stream is no longer being blocked due to copyright issues.
Oh, cool.
I think we're back. So, let me set up. Oh, looks like we're coming back.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
Hey.
We're back. So, yeah, probably shouldn't play copyrighted music. That was a schoolboy error. But, yeah. Okay. So we've probably got to think of something different to put in our show.
Anyway, well, some people saw the vid. Let's just talk about that song briefly. Like, you know, I mean, I'm not over familiar with Massive Wagons, and being honest, I would probably need to sit down and go through all their stuff a bit more. But from what I hear, you know, it's great.
It's cool.
You know, people seem to like it. They've been around for a long time, and they've really worked hard at building their fan base. You know, I remember I was chatting with Matt Mitchell about that. He goes, I remember Massive Wagons like 10 years ago. He said, like, they were just, it's been a slow burner, but they've really built something, you know, which is perfect. You know, they've got some super solid foundation, you know, which is great, you know.
I really love, like, they've just got this real, like, positive vibe about everything they do.
Yeah.
You know? And I think,
absolutely.
you know, it's kind of, like, this is...
How
I think
many
what's
albums
cool
they
about... I think what's really cool about this song is...
Yeah.
You know, they're taking on, like, something that's obviously really important to them. It's quite a serious subject. But they have done it in their own style. Like, it's still upbeat. It's still positive. It's not... Like, it's a serious issue, but it's not like, right, we'll write our slow, serious song. It's like, it's done in, like, a really cool way. You know, and I really like their energy. I don't know about you. I don't know if I'm a bit mad. But does anyone else get kind of, in a really loose way, like Slade kind of vibes?
No.
Slade? No.
No, I know what you mean. From, like, what,
I don't know.
Is it the singer's hat?
It could be. I don't know, like just that kind of big. No, I mean, and I mean it in like like anthemic rock kind of way. You know, I mean, come on, Slade had the big guns, didn't they? I think that's a compliment, but yeah.
There's a few Slade tracks I do really like. I'm not a Slade fan, but
His voice is amazing.
yeah, I mean, I think wasn't he tipped to be at some point was going to be AC/DC's replacement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. My mate's dad. Here you go. My mate's dad has got a Slade tattoo.
So,
He said, honestly, he said back in the day, at one point, Slade was so big, it was literally like Zeppelin and Slade. You could have just put the two on the same stage. But I think
Kids were huge fans of Slade as well. I mean, there was
yeah, and but I think what they've sort of been remembered for
It's a Christmas
is that
song.
unfortunately, what they got remembered for, what we know them as, is kind of like Wizard. You know, like which also great too. But those types of bands, they had these monumental Christmas songs, which is great because it doesn't hurt their bank balance, which is fine. But you know, you kind of lose your seriousness at that point, don't you?
Yeah.
Like where it's like it's not their fault, but like they've done some epic albums. Like it's a bit like Quo are another one where if you actually like if you remove the funky trainers and the din, 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 and all that kind of like you know,
cool songs. I like it.
You know, the 80s Quo is very different to the Frantic Four style where it was people were like people like Pile Driver and all that are like banging records.
There's a great Quo track. Have you heard of Red Sky?
Probably, I can't remember now. But like when it all got a bit like In the Army now, that's when it all kind of changed, you know, and when they started to they went a bit lighter and they started to turn more into kind of a you know, it all got a bit they became sort of parodies of themselves rather than actually they were quite a serious band, and they actually retired in '84. They did like a big farewell gig in '84, and then Geldof convinced them to come back for Live Aid, and that's when it all changed. But Slade, you know, it's the same type of thing. They sort of, for us, we're like every Christmas, it's like fucking Slade song, but it's massive, and they were huge at the time. You know, they were quite a big band. You know, so
I met Slade. Well, I met half of Slade about 5 years. No,
you met what? Which bit? The slut or the duh?
I think the duh.
Okay.
I'm only guessing. 50-50 chance I got it right.
Well, they're still going, aren't they? They sort of go to Slade 2 or something like that, or Slade.
Yeah, it's oh god, who's the tiny guitarist?
Yeah, it's still Dave Hill.
Dave Hill. He's absolutely tiny, but a lovely bloke. My mate is a big Slade fan, so he got him to sign some of his records and stuff.
Oh, cool, wicked.
But,
yeah, Noddy Holder's like, no, don't want to do that again. Obviously, some beef there.
Yeah.
Some big wagyu beef.
Well, I think he fucked up his voice. I think that's one of his. I think it might have been an excuse. He just said, like, I can't sing.
But he wrote all the songs, so he gets all the money. So he's just like sat there, like going, ching, and the rest of the boys have got like tour, you know. So there you go, fun times. Anyway, that was Slade. That was our little Slade moment, by the way.
So yeah, Rob
massive wagons. Massive wagons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Massive Slade. They could just start a band called Massive Slade.
That would be a bit like when Busted and McFly did Busted. But I kind of feel like Busted and McFly are kind of related to each other. I don't think Massive Wagons
because
Slade...
McFly wrote all the songs for Busted. Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy, the singer, did. Yeah. My mate was doing a festival the other day, and McFly we were playing.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Did you say McFlurry?
McFly? No, McFlurry.
McBusted.
Who would McFlurry be a mix?
That was it. It was McBusted, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Florence and the Machine. So McFlurry.
McFlurry.
McFlurry. Yeah.
Where is the love in the year 3000?
In the year 3000.
Yeah. That's just combining the songs.
Anyway, Massive Wagons. Massive Wagons, though, great bands. You know, I'm gonna have a look at their past soon.
See, I put them up there.
Not personally, but like that.
I put them up there. I kind of just go between who is like the best British band at the moment in like, you know, the hard rock scene, and it's kind of like it's really a toss up between Massive Wagons and Those Damn Crows. Any other takers?
Stone Broken? No, they're big though.
Do you know what? You won't like this, Drew, but I would put Inglorious up there as well. I mean,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but no, why wouldn't? No, of course I like that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like at one point, it was flying high. And then he just decided to just.
But
Here he
yeah,
is.
when they're on form, they've got some banging tunes. I don't think they're as fun. Like the reason I'd go Massive Wagons is they're the most fun. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, very tongue in cheek. Yeah. Cool.
Those Damn Crows are like somewhere in the middle. I think Inglorious, it's very serious, isn't it? It's like, those Damn Crows have a bit of fun, but then Massive Wagons, I think, is just really irreverent. And
yeah, it's all great. It's all music. It's only music, isn't it? That's the thing. You just got to be like, and we fit in somewhere that no one really understands.
Yeah,
everyone's just like, we're not sure what this band is.
I think Mr. Wendell understands though.
Yeah, I think people from the '90s era understand. I don't think I think we've kind of like the album. When you listen back to our record, it's quite I don't know. It's great, but I can hear why people might be a bit like, where does this fit in? It's like, because it doesn't fit in anywhere. It just fits into like our alternative rock love, and that's great. I like that. I like the fact we're different. So
just some messages in the chat. Check out Triptych. They're in the UK. Yes, I've seen Triptych. They were the lads who came to our Glasgow show. They're on Grunge Pop Records. They got some good tunes. Some good tunes.
Oh,
Friends of the,
John, what
timeouts?
John, what spaceship are you in? There you go. Just as your question.
Okay.
Is it cold outside?
No, I don't know, but there's no kind of atmosphere. So
drinking fresh,
mango juice.
Yeah. I wonder what was the name of that spaceship?
Starbug.
Oh yeah, Starbug. Starbug from the from the epic show Red Dwarf.
That's classic now.
Yeah,
Red Dwarf, mate. Can't go a bit wrong. It goes up to 6 for me. Anything after that, I get a bit low.
Yeah, I think when they lost that studio audience and it was just they got a little bit too that bit. Was it too
sleek?
Yeah, when the effects got good, I'm like, this isn't.
They went back into it. They did a George Lucas and went back and started to redo it all, and it was like, please stop doing that. Like,
yeah,
they started to redo all the effects.
Did they tweak any of the episodes to make Lister's actions more moral?
No.
Are we thinking of like who shot first? Hard,
yeah.
I don't think they did that.
My mate's got a great T-shirt that says "hand shot first." It's awesome.
He did. He did. It makes him.
Makes him him.
Takes away from his redemptive arc if you don't make him a bastard when he starts.
Yeah. He did shoot first. He just shoots him out of cold blood. He's just like, yeah, whatever, go away.
Kill or be killed. That's the law of the jungle. Indiana Jones would shoot him first.
Yeah. Red Dwarf 1 and 2 are funny series, well, like the early ones when it's all a bit on the ship. But like Red Dwarf 3, 4, 5, and 6 for me are like the main ones. But
yeah.
Red Dwarf 5. I read like Hollow Ship and amazing.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah.
What's the one? What's the one? The Hollow Virus. That one. Then get all the Hollow Virus.
Oh yeah, classic. Yeah.
Great. Luck Virus. Mr. Flibbles. Yeah, all that stuff. Just Chris Barry being a pure genius.
Smeghead. I remember asking my dad what a smeghead was, and he wouldn't tell me. Not sure if he knew, but it's pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
When you find out. But anyway, that's another chat for another day.
It is Red Dwarf. We can have a Red Dwarf combo.
Have we covered everything? Oh
yeah,
shit!
So.
No, we haven't. Do you know what?
Huh?
We've got our brand new single out on Friday.
No, we haven't. Yeah, we have really. Sorry.
Yeah, we have. We have. Should we play it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I might as well hear my mixes again. So,
come on, right? We'll whack it on.
Drew.
This is our new single, Great Divide. It's out on Friday. You can listen to it now, but just make sure you're listening to it a lot on Friday. Make sure you're doing all that social media stuff with the tagging and the sharing and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, you do that. Anyway, enjoy.
Awesome.
And we're back. It's really good that we don't get a copyright strike for our own music, because that would
would
really
suck.
take the biscuit. That would take the biscuit. But yeah, so that's Great Divide. That's out on Friday. How many times are you going to stream it, John?
30 times?
30? What about
30.
you, Alex?
32.
Drew?
Well, you know, 33.
I bet Ronnie's going to win this one. Go on.
I am going to do it 104 times.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not
I
ready.
should have said 105 when I started. I would have won.
Oh, yeah, if only. If only. So, yeah, that's Great Divide. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Well, should we wrap it up?
I think we should. England are winning 1-0 still. It's
Great.
half- Oh, they've just kicked
I
off.
watched, might go watch the rest of that actually.
Yeah.
Watch the last
Come
bit
on.
of
Oh,
it.
no! Whoa!
Who's
Goal!
that?
Striker!
Shit! Did you see that?
It's 2-0. I should play the video and get another copyright.
She's got a foot
Bollocky.
like a traction engine.
And another. Yeah, I love that when he kicks in again. And another.
Oh.
Oh. Does anyone, if anyone watches Day to Day, well, we just sound old now. Now we talk about shows like that. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Day to day.
That was simply liquid football. Yeah.
You know, I think that's going to be at least one of us in an old folks' home. We just say random day-to-day quotes, and they go, "What are you talking about now?" They just lost it a bit.
Yeah.
Who is that? Mr. O'Hanrahan.
Peter.
Lost the news.
Nah, I'm lost.
Exactly.
Anyway, yeah, we're going down a
Rabbit hole.
bit of a rabbit hole there. So yeah, that was. Is that episode 3 down, lads?
That is episode 3 done.
We should be having some more special guests in the next few weeks. Some very exciting guests. Some of them, unfortunately, because of time differences, can't do it live. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 of us, probably 1 or 2 of us, will conduct some interviews, and we'll have some little pre-recorded segments. But it'll be cool to connect with some Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bloody love America. I don't know about you guys.
I love America.
I haven't been for a long time. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
When was the last time you went, Drew?
New York a couple of years ago, just before the lockdown.
Oh man, yeah, I haven't been since I went to Vegas, and that was like 2017. My goodness.
Is that when
that
you got
was a long
married?
time ago.
No.
No, I wasn't a stag. It was
Nice.
nearly as much fun as the happiest day of my life.
Cool.
Nearly, marginally, got close, but not quite.
You've been to Vegas a couple of times, haven't you?
I've never been.
It's lovely.
It's
love
an
it.
interesting,
It's
it's
the
a cool
culture I
place, isn't it? Yeah. I
Been
do.
to LA and stuff, but you know. Anyway, there we go. Let's wrap it up.
In the chat, sorry, Riley's just said, "We love guns, beer, and shopping." That's quite a combo.
Wow. What, at the same time?
I was going to say, like, don't shop for a gun when you've been drinking. They probably won't sell it to you. Or, like, they shouldn't.
No. Well, they might do. Certain states.
I don't know. I mean, each to their own. It's the land of the free.
With the brave.
Something like that.
And the brave. Yeah, brave to try and buy a gun when you're drunk.
In Walmart. Yeah. Random.
Anyway, yeah. We'll close the show with another one of our songs, because I'm an egomaniac. As an individual and collectively as a band. So we're going to play an old classic of ours. Can any of you guys guess the song?
I'm going to go with I Want to Know.
What do you reckon, John?
I was going to go want to know, but I'll go Standing Here.
Oh, I was about to say Standing Here. That's
Great
what I
song.
was
Oh. And what do you reckon? What do you reckon, Alex?
Last Man Standing.
It's not an old
So
song.
you just
That's
come
our current song. It's not.
Well, you
I mean,
put me on the. You actually put me on the spot.
It is a
I had it in my head,
classic.
Standing Here.
Well, it will
Is
be
it? That's
old
it.
on Friday when the new song comes out.
Exactly.
Yeah, there is that. There is that. Yeah.
Exactly. That is 100%
was gonna say,
true, John.
If we had it, I was going to say waiting, but that is a very.
Mate, that's to come.
That
We
is.
to
are
come.
all going to be waiting for that.
Oh baby. Oh yeah. Anyway. Well, I think you guys have got the stream on, so I will leave you in wait. We've been just a ride, and if we haven't been entertaining enough, apologies. And if we have, we'll see you next Tuesday. Ta-ra. Bye. Drew, you're not waving. See you guys. Have a good one.
Nothing's on, only an echo of the same repeated. Stay calm and carry on. What lies in the belly of the overfeed?